Religion is a set of organized beliefs, practices, and systems that most often relate to the belief and worship of a controlling force. Historians of religions have divided religions into three categories: divine religions, non-divine religions, Semitic religions, non-Semitic religions, preaching religions, non-preaching religions. The divine religions include Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, while non-divine religions include Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Confucianism, and Zoroastrianism. Semitic religions refer to those religions that spread among the Israelites and Arabs, so they include Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. The preaching religions include Christianity, Buddhism, and Islam, while the non-preaching religions include the rest of the above-mentioned religions. If the history of religions is as old as the history of man himself, from the Islamic point of view, when Allah sent Adam to the earth, He sent him as a prophet and prophets, and this is how the religion began. Other historians are in agreement that ever since man settled on this earth, his fall according to some belief, ideology and religion still existed. In the history of humanity, countless ideas were born, countless religions came into existence, many religions spread, but the known history of man, which is about 4000 BC to 5000 BC, the religions that have gained world fame and lasting effects on humanity they include the following religions: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Zoroastrianism, Sikhism, Judaism, Christianity, Islam. Most of the above-mentioned religions are non-divine. Although the teachings of each religion are different, the common value is that all religions are in search of truth and advocates and bearers of human welfare. Irrespective of the fact that due to the lack of the divine system of ambassadorship, i.e. prophethood and prophethood, in non-divine religions, they could not be guides and the original teachings of Judaism and Christianity. Christianity among the divine religions could not be protected from the passing of time. However, all the teachings of Islam are literal. Not only safe and secure, but forever viable and prosperous without the confinement of trials and possibilities, are guaranteed. From the viewpoints of different religions about a supernatural being, we come to the conclusion that despite polytheism and idolatry, the concept of a supreme power still exists among various religions. In Hinduism, the image of the supreme Atman is central. In Katha Upanishad, it is written about Atman. Atman hidden in the heart of every being is the Supreme Soul, the Absolute Being. Smaller than the smallest particle and vaster than the vastest spaces, man destroys his will. He is freed from sorrows and beholds the beauty of Atman by the grace of the Creator. Without moving he travels far, while sleeping he reaches everywhere. Who else but the divine light within me can be deaf to this emperor of sorrow and joy? When the knower nurtures the spirit which is everywhere in visible things and in mortal things as the immortal element, then he becomes a cross of Katha Upanishad. Since there is no clear concept of the real God in Buddhism, they are encouraged to adopt a poor lifestyle to achieve relief from sorrows and sufferings. Has been done, these words of Go to Buddha are worth noting. How blissful is the loneliness of a person who is deaf with complete happiness. He who has attained the knowledge of the truth, who observes the truth, is a source of happiness, ridding himself of malice and hatred and having self-control in relation to all creatures is a source of happiness. To be freed from egoism, to transcend all desires and to cast aside the arrogance arising from the notion of I am, this is truly the highest happiness. Mahava Ga 4:1 Even in Jainism, although there is no clear concept of God, the soul has a high status, is attained, and the soul is considered immortal. The soul by its nature is consciousness, knowledge, feeling, purity, possessing softness, brightness, eternity and all other desirable qualities. And in this position he is also free from the cycle of karma and of gun. Stay. S. Kopalan, Outlines of In Jainism, New Delhi, p. 13. In Zoroastrian religion, Avesta is considered as the holy book, although in this religion, Ahura Mazda is considered as the only god and supreme deity, but his main attributes, Amisha Spinta, are remembered separately as honorable entities. The concept of monotheism is devoid of transparency. Although this text of Yasna is long, the picture. This quote must be included to explain the Creator. O owner of life and wisdom! By this authority I behold the first of all divine laws, and, O divine passion, through thee, thy most favored kingship, reveal unto me through good thought, and thy praise to praise. Give me pleasure. Now come on. Only they can meet you, O Ahura, who by their actions, through the words and language of truth and good thoughts, of which you are the first guide, O Mazd, declares to be your master. By the power of Ahura Mazd, the one who believes in him gets a good fortune better than good, but for him who does not believe, in the last breath of life, the retribution is worse than evil. Yasna 1651. Sikhism, founded by Guru Nanak Sahib, in his religious book Guru Granth Sahib presents the concept of one God, Jab hum eko eka kar janiya. If we know one God in the true sense of God alone, so what is the matter of sorrow for people in this? Extracted from Hans of Grona Tak Language Department Punjab, Patiala Safra 482. Judaism, which is a divine religion, its religious book Turah Musa peace be upon him. It was revealed. It contained a clear picture of God's creation, but later the Jews distorted it. All these words of the Bible are witnesses of oneness of God, but a slight distortion has dimmed their beauty. Go and say to the children of Israel, I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will free you from their slavery, and I will stretch out my hand and punish you with great punishments. I will set you free, and I will take you to be my people, and I will be your God, and you will know that I am the Lord your God who brought you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and the land which I will bring you into it, which I swore to Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, and will make it your inheritance. I am the Lord. The Holy Bible, Book of Exodus chapter 6, verses 8 to 5. Christianity was also an divine religion. Through Isa peace be upon him, Allah conveyed his message to the Bani Israel and revealed a glorious book like the Gospel to them, delivered to Bani Israel when Allah took them up to the living heaven. The words of the speech given by Peter, one of the disciples of Jesus. These were, O Israelites, hear these things that Jesus of Nazareth was a man who was not from God, proved to you by those miracles and strange works and signs. What God has revealed in you, so you yourselves know, when he was betrayed according to God's appointed arrangement and prior knowledge you crucified him by the hands of lawless people and killed him, but God killed him by death. They untied him and burned him because it was not possible for him to remain in his possession, so that the whole house of Israel may know that God has made Jesus whom you crucified both Lord and Christ. Acts of the Apostles, chapter 2, verses 25, 26, 36. Islam, which is a universal religion and a complete code of life, has a very clear concept of one God, full of clear, solid arguments and proofs and irrefutable facts. The verses of Surah Ikhlas express its message of oneness. States, say, O Prophet, He is Allah, one and indivisible. Allah, the sustainer needed by all. He has never had offspring, nor was He born. And there is none comparable to Him. From these things, the fact becomes clear that there is a clear concept of success and guidance in the world religions, but due to the lack of prophethood and messengership in non-revealed religions, thoughts and ideas are deprived of access to the absolute reality, and the inspired religions, Christianity and Judaism, have deviated from the path of guidance due to distortion, modification and adulteration in their inspired books, but the eternal teachings and messages of Islam still invite action. We ask Allah, the Exalted, to keep us on the right path to which He has guided us, and to bestow on us His blessings and mercy, for He is indeed the most merciful. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, and peace and blessings be on Prophet Muhammad and on all the prophets of God and their righteous followers.